stream is now.
I liked it on Facebook.
Follow us on Twitter. INSiiGHTS.
Yeah.
2 I's in the middle. INSiiGHTS.
All right, y'all.
Yeah, man, they thought they could get rid of me, man. You know, they put me on a 1 day or 1 week ban and whatnot. But hey, look, I'll call you back. I'm on the show, man. What's up? What's up? What's up, folks? Hey,
Put himself on a 1 week ban.
It's the Mick and Rick show with your boy. You know who I am. But down there, you may not know him. Well, if you caught last week's show, you know he's Special J. What's up? Say hello to everybody. Jeremiah. Give him up a round of applause, y'all.
Hello, everybody.
And the man who leads us. The man. Whose time of the year it is right now. They don't call it madness for anything. He named it madness. He made it madness. It's the Mick. It is the one, the only, Coach Mickey Clayton. What's up, Coach?
Oh, Rick. We always good to have you, man. Always welcome back.
Thank you. Had to beat down some things, had to straighten out some things, had to sleep off some things. I'm back, whether you want to or not.
No doubt about it. You had to handle what you had to handle. Jeremiah, 2 weeks in a row.
Yes.
I thought you were too busy to come be a part today.
I wasn't too busy. I'm never too busy.
My man.
Well, Rick, you heard that. Hey, I just have to tell you, man, we got so many comments, Jeremiah, about you last week. You want to hear them?
Yes, Papa.
And somebody said, wow, what a special guest. Coach, I love it. Another one. With a congratulations.
Thank you.
I said, I'm watching Jeremiah right now. He's so cute and comfortable on the mic and in front of the camera. He's only 10 years old. What a natural. You and Rick are fire. Somebody else, he tells everything and in detail. I love it. Man, that is beautiful. Very proud of the young man. Great work. Absolutely love this. LOL. He is his mother's child. He looks good and just like her, in my opinion. Rick, somebody else said, Uncle Mike gonna dress him up in some black and gold so he can have some soul.
Okay.
Good
I was
morning.
with everything until the black and gold.
Until the black and gold.
I was with everything. Oh my goodness. Hey. It's all good though. I mean, we make any colors look good, right, Jeremiah?
They look perfect.
Say, good morning. I truly enjoyed the change of pace with your grandson, Jeremiah. When he refers to you as Papa, I immediately think of how wonderful it feels to hear that from your grandchild. I said, Jeremiah is just too shy. Ha, ha, ha. Great special guest. Jeremiah has a great future. Rick is fired. I love him saying, yes, Papa. That kid has not lost his sweetness. He's for sure the apple of your eye. He's a special young man, and he loves his Papa. Man, you got a bunch of comments.
I tell you, that's awesome.
I see you, Sports Diva.
Hey, Diva, what's up?
Not
Rick, Jeremiah, what's up?
Hey.
much.
Hey,
Just sitting
why is
here
everybody trying to
comfortable.
fire me though? Why can't we just have them join? Why can't it be just a trio? Always trying to fire, brother. See, that's what's wrong with you people. Y'all always trying to fire in this cancel daggone world. Stop canceling people.
Say they trying to fire you, Rick.
Trying to fire me. Everybody. Yeah. Fire. Fire Rick. Fire Rick. Fire Rick. Mm-hmm. Rick's gonna fire back at you. That's what he gonna do. He gonna fire back at you. But I love you. You know I love you all. No, I don't.
Hey, get in the middle of the screen, Jeremiah.
No, I don't.
Sports
Okay,
Diva
wait.
said them faces he's making. Oh man, it's so many places we could start with today. It's so much going on. But like you say, it's that time of the year. My favorite time of the year. We got basketball going on here. Jeremiah, you sitting in front of the TV watching basketball 24/7. What is going on? Why you watch so much basketball, man?
So I can get better and I can see the competition.
Oh, okay. Oh, all right. Okay. Let's start here with something Rick Brown did. I got to teach you how to be able to do this, Jeremiah. But
Congratulations to our HBCU teams who have qualified for the Division II tournament. For the women, SIAC champion Miles, West Virginia State, and CIAA champion Fayetteville State are in. On the men's side, Benedict, SIAC champion Clark Atlanta, Lincoln, and West Virginia State will all vie for the D2 title. 2 conferences and 4 spots are up for grabs this week as the MEAC and SWAC tournaments have begun, with the winner of the women and men's automatic brackets securing their spot in the big dance. Let's start in the MEAC, where the Norfolk State women's and men's teams are the favorites to take home the conference titles. For the women, who started the tournament with a 75-43 win over South Carolina State today, they've been the queens of the MEAC all season. They've breezed through the conference with a 13-1 record and is the number 1 seed. But in one-and-done tournaments, anything can happen. In fact, the lone loss for the Spartans was the number 2 seed Howard, who got by Morgan State today 49-44. They are primed to meet for round 3 in the title game and a trip to the NCAA tournament. For the men, Norfolk State is the top seed and is taking on Coppin State tonight. A 3-way tie for second seeds NC Central take this spot, followed by SC State and Howard. The Howard Bison are the defending tournament champions, which could set up an interesting semifinal match against Norfolk State if seeding holds the form. In the SWAC, everyone is chasing Jackson State's women's team. They tore through the conference with a perfect 18-0 record. They need 3 more wins to keep that O intact, taking on Prairie View Valley now. Grambling claimed the number 2 seed and got by Florida A&M 66-60 this afternoon. On the men's side, Texas Southern has been the class of the league, having won 7 of the last 9 SWAC tournaments. But this year, a change could be coming, as 4 teams were within 2 games of each other in the regular season, with Grambling taking the top spot. They are followed by Alcorn State, Southern, and then Texas Southern. This year's men's event is wide open, and anything could happen. But, after all, we are in March, and that's why it's called March Madness.
man, good job, Rick. You know, this my time of year. The MEAC is the conference. You know, the Florida A&M is in the SWAC, but we won a championship in the MEAC.
Yes. I went to school when we were in the MEAC, and I got a special love for the CIAA because I grew up in CIAA land, and all my family, well, 90% of my family went to CIAA schools. So I always keep an eye on them. So for the Division II, I'm definitely going to keep an eye on Fayetteville State, Miles, and West Virginia State, and all the rest of them. But yeah, the MEAC, now that we're in the SWAC, I have to keep an eye on them as well.
Yeah, well, we got a special love for the CIAA with Claflin, and that relationship that we have, and man, it's a little special. The HBCUs now in the Division II, the HBCUs seem to fare a lot better than what we do in Division One. We go in as the 16th seed and things like that, and we always get that. Well, now sometimes we end up in the playing game, so it makes it even rougher for us to be able to be in a position where we can be competitive in it. But we also know that the goal is not for us to be competitive. They don't want the HBCUs to be able to do that and be able to reap some of that money that you get for every step along the way that you win.
Mm.
And we know that firsthand from when Florida A&M has gone, and I can speak personally on when we win. And it's a once in a lifetime experience. Okay, it's a once in a lifetime experience. You like to be able to do more than that. I know my dream is always to be the first HBCU in the Final Four, and I always thought that for HBCUs, the path to basketball greatness is easier than the path to football greatness.
Yeah.
Just in sheer numbers, you get you two really good ball players, and you could get there. But I also remember recruiting some Division I power schools told me, said, Coach, it doesn't matter how well you recruit or the kids you get to come to your school, because at the end of the day, we could just buy them, and they may never even get to your school because we can give them more money than you can.
All about the dollar.
So that kind of changes it. Jeremiah, I see you shaking your head. Why are you shaking your head on that?
I'm just doing this.
He said you just doing this.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's a tough road to hoe.
It is. It really is, man. And I guess that's why we love it that much more when a Hampton can upset Iowa State, or a Norfolk State can win, or a Coppin State could pull off an upset as a 15th or 16th seed. A Southern can beat someone. Those are special times. And if you can get that first win, it takes 6 to win it all, but you always can dream that anything is possible. And I know when you guys went, you're like, hey, well, what is it? The basket's still the same. At FAMU and at Duke, they put on their shorts the way we put on our shorts. Now go out there and play. And for what, Coach? For 7 minutes, you guys were in there. Until Krzyzewski did this.
And this.
But no, seriously though. I mean, you're right. I think it would be easier in basketball. You would think, because you get some studs you get Bam Bam and JoJo from the street in school, and they can hoop, and get them all together. Wow. Because
easier than football, but not easy.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Easier.
Neither one is easy at all.
Yeah. And they tend to be able to play you in just sheer numbers to make it almost impossible for you to be able to be competitive past that first 11 or 12 on each side of the ball. They'll go so deep and absolutely wear you out. Absolutely where you are. But one of the things that we want to talk about in the show today was this part right here about men and women's basketball and what really is becoming.
Hmm.
The numbers speak for themselves. The women have arrived. The women have arrived. And in discussion with my daughter, who coaches with NFC, also played in high school and was supposed to play at FAMU, decided not to. But one of the things that we discussed was what was the key to women doing so well? And everywhere I go and have this discussion, what people always say is, we know who the women are. The guys are one and done. The guys are one and done. If you had to sit there and name who was on North Carolina and Duke, it'd be hard for you to be able to name them unless you were actually a basketball aficionado that really paid attention. But you generally know somebody who plays women's basketball. Jeremiah, can you name anybody who plays basketball for the women?
Clayton Clark.
Okay, but you know one.
One.
Okay, who do you know on the men's program?
Uh.
I rest my case. I rest my case. It's no right or wrong to it, Jeremiah. All we're trying to do is show that people know it. They at least know Caitlin Clark.
Mm-hmm.
They at least know her.
They market her very well.
Do you think that's what it is?
I think that plays a part in it. Yes. Yes. But I also agree with you in that the women generally stay 3 to 4 years before moving on. So if you have a great team, you see them more often, and you can learn their history, learn their stories more. Whereas, as you say, with the men, 1 and done, 2 and done sometimes, and you don't hear about them until tournament time. You don't hear the stories, you don't hear the background, you don't get to know them, and that's why I think people love the Cinderella aspect as well. They love the stories behind the little guy beating the giant.
Absolutely, I would agree with that. But see, I also don't believe that it's because they hype Caitlin. She's shooting the piss out of the ball.
She's a bad girl.
I mean, and even in our recruiting, when we did women's basketball, one of the things I always wanted to have was a hot dog puck down. Because I thought people would come to see them. If you get a point guard that's handling the ball, but behind her back, between her legs, spin moves, and doing all of that, the guys will come see.
Well, Coach, why not get a white chocolate?
I'm sorry?
Why not get a white chocolate then?
We had to recruit who we could recruit now. I mean, now you just asking a question. Why we don't have a white chocolate on the other team? Why we don't have one on the other team?
Hey, I'm asking questions. Isn't that my job to ask questions?
I need you to ask good questions.
Those are good questions.
That you would the only one who think you gonna ask at a black collar. Why you ain't recruit a white chocolate? Okay. All right. It's time to go ahead and mute you over there. I'm like, okay. And how many white chocolates do you even see at a black institution to begin with?
Hey.
Okay. That Rick Brown here, especially y'all. That's why y'all was saying, fire him, get a job to Jeremiah.
See, I tell you, that's your thing, man. You want to ask a question, you want to exist. I tell you, it's all good. It's all good.
It's got to be all good. It can't be nothing else.
They said that no question was
can't be nothing else.
Try our INSiiGHTS mobile apps and have your own personalized content experience with our exclusive content. We developed an interactive experience as easy and diversified as Netflix. You have exclusive features showing access premium features, behind-the-scenes content and programs only available on our mobile apps and our streaming Roku channel. INSiiGHTS apps give you our content in your hands while INSiiGHTS Roku is on your big screen. Locally owned. Globally known. INSiiGHTS.
Join us.
Last time we saw a Major League Baseball game, the Texas Rangers were holding up the trophy, winning their first World Series. Which leads us to the question, can the Rangers repeat? Big things will be expected from the Rangers this year as World Series defending champions. Their pitching has to hold up. With Jacob deGrom and Max Scherzer starting the season on the IR list, can someone else hold them afloat until their two aces return? Next question will be, who in the NL can stop the LA Dodgers? I mean, the Dodgers spent a lot of money this offseason bringing in Shohei Ohtani and Yoshinobu Yamamoto, as well as pitcher Tyler Glasnow. Along with Mookie Betts, the Dodgers will be a heavy favorite to not only win the National League, but also the World Series. Can they hold up to the pressure? Speaking of winning World Series, is this the year the Yankees step off the snide and return to glory? We know what they have with Aaron Judge. But in the offseason, they brought in newcomers Marcus Stroman, Alex Verdugo, and Juan Soto. Hitting will not be a problem for the Yankees. If the pitching comes through, look out. But that leads to the last question. Was last year a fluke for the Baltimore Orioles? If they won the American League East and had over 100 wins before losing in the first round to the Texas Rangers. And we all know where the Rangers went. The Orioles are in a tough division with Boston, the Yankees, and Tampa Bay. But they expect big things. They went and got ace pitcher Corbin Burns and closer Craig Kimbrell. They hope to show that last year was not a repeat. So, in a week or so, the teams will be leaving Florida and Arizona and headed to their respective places. Oh boy, it should be one heck of a ride this season. Hang on. Game on.
Yes, sir. We have all kind of technical difficulties going on. Jeremiah got kicked off and tried to get him straight, and then the green screen fell. So we really we really all messed up over here, but the show must go on. Can you hear me? Okay, wow, it's something really going on now because I don't hear any of it.
It's a volume thing.
You hear me, Rick? Must not. Thank you, Sports Diva, for telling me that you hear me. Because I don't hear Rick either. I don't hear. Well, as long as you hear me, Sports Diva, let me know. We'll keep on running with the show. Look like Rick's screen is frozen. Look like we got all kind of different things going on between his and between mine. So it's hard to say. But one of the things that we were trying to discuss is the women and men's basketball tournaments, and congratulations to the FAMU women. They really, really did a good job. They played Grambling State today, and they really came close. They really came close. They win the game until the last 60 seconds. Coach Bridget Gordon has done an excellent job in getting her team ready to play. It took her a while, only because she was new. You turn around and see how the program actually did when she had Bethune-Cookman winning the first game of the season and came back in the end and handled them here in Tallahassee. So it's always good to be able to get that W, to be able to get that win. But, man, that Bethune-Cookman win is always a good one. Jeremiah, in fact, you saw some of that game, didn't you?
Yes, Papa.
You saw some of the girls' game or the boys' game?
I think some of the girls.
You don't know the difference in watching the girls' game and the boys' game?
Wait, yes, I do.
Okay, so which one did you see, man?
The girls' game at FAMU.
Okay, what did you think watching the girls' game?
I think it was good.
It was good?
Yes, Papa.
You thought the girls played hard?
Yes, Papa.
And they won the game?
Yes, Papa, they did.
Okay. And your mom took you to the game?
Yes, Papa.
And you also saw a little bit of the boys' game?
Yes, Papa.
And what was that like?
It was pretty good.
It was pretty good?
Yes, Papa.
So what do you think when you go to hear and see the boys' game? What are you thinking when you go to the basketball game?
That I have a chance to watch other people. I have a chance to watch other people play.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and you enjoy having that opportunity?
Yes, Papa.
Okay. Rick, are you back now? I don't think so. Now, one of the things that we talked about, Jeremiah, was the spring break for you. And what have you done during the spring break?
I have been playing with my friend Z and going to the store with my grandpa.
You've been going to the store with your grandpa.
Yes, Papa.
And what your mommy takes you to do? What you do over there at the park? I have to talk to you about going hard.
Oh, go to the courts.
And do what?
Play basketball.
So your mommy works you out?
Yes, Papa.
Somebody wanted to know if you're the one on the broadcast that be yelling brick when somebody takes a shot.
Yes, Papa.
Oh, okay. So we got to get you ready because we get started in the fall. We do football and basketball. You got to know a little bit more about football to be able to do the football broadcast.
I can do football.
You could do football. What's the key part of you doing football?
Just trying.
Just trying?
Yes, Papa.
So you're not afraid to try different things?
No, Papa.
Okay. But then again, wait a minute. What we doing to try to get you stronger too?
Doing my push-ups and using the weight ball.
Okay, and how many push-ups you up to now?
20.
Okay, that's momentarily, because what you guess the next number gonna be?
25.
Okay, what did we start on?
5.
And you struggle to do them, huh?
Yes, Papa.
So what advice would you give somebody who wants to do something? What would you tell them to do? To give up on it or find something that's easy? What would you tell them to do?
To keep trying.
Is that what you do?
Yes, Papa.
Why?
So then I can not get it over with. But so if I really want to do this, I can get better at it.
Oh, okay. Well, that is the right way to try to go about doing things to improve yourself and to set goals and keep working at it harder and harder. And that's what you have to do. One of the schools that we cover.
Five members of the men's track team were named to the U.S. Track and Field Cross Country Coaches Association All-Region Team. Chandar Anderson ranked second in the region in the men's 400-meter. Zion Murray ranked fifth. Jonathan Flemister placed third in the men's 200 meter. The 4x400 meter team, Zion Murray ranked fifth. The 4x400 meter team featured all three of these sprinters along with Javon Riley as they flew to the second best time in the region. In field events, jumper Joe Colby Morgan earned all region spots in 3 different events: the long jump, triple jump, and high jump. Congrats to the Claflin men's track team. Back-to-back CIAA champs still being honored. The Panthers continue to eat.
Thank you, man. Rick, I think we got you. You on now? Rick? Rick. Might not have you. I don't think we have you there, Rick. We do appreciate you. Rick say, conspiracy. Well, one of the things that we will be discussing next week when we come back is the fact that we will have the tournament field set for March Madness. We'll have the men and women's brackets. And, you know, that time of the year, that Thursday and Friday, when they got all those games going on, those were the days that I typically wasn't at work because I was in front of the television with 2-3 TVs set up. But now YouTube TV has it where you can see multiple games at the same time on the same channel. Man, that's like heaven for me because you'll be able to see all that basketball. And we always be in a position where we try to see the HBCU institutions play because we want to be able to see them and support them because a win for an HBCU, that's a win for all of us who attended, for all of us who went to be at that HBCU and be in a position to cheer and pull for them. Southern won that thing, won a game one year, and all of their paraphernalia was gone. I mean, everybody bought that stuff out, and it was sold out. Avery Johnson was a point guard on that team. So, man, that's a special thing that you want to be able to see and all of that. Sports Diva. We had a clip on that, and that was one of the things we had wanted Jeremiah to comment on was the LSU and South Carolina women's basketball game. And the game itself was outstanding. But what about everybody's talking about what happened afterwards? Then there was some confusion over which players were being suspended for the next game and all of that. And right away, I saw something on social media where somebody made the comment they were hoping that South Carolina didn't get any part of Norfolk State. They said because they only got 6 players and they might be in trouble playing Norfolk. But that's not the case. They're just missing their big girl, who my daughter said that's just what she was supposed to do. She was supposed to pick up for her guard, for her teammate. And that's what she did. And I sure wish I could get the commentary from Rick on that. But it was something. And then Dawn Staley said that they had apologized to her after the game. Kim Mulkey's comment was she wished she had pushed Angel Reese and picked somebody that was her own size. Well, Reese was hurt, and she wasn't even involved. If you see it, she was limping trying to get to the bench. She was trying to get out of the way so that she was not involved in it, which was a great move for her. That was exactly what she should have done. She should have stayed out of that, and she did. You know, and Rick said Angel didn't want any part of that. And I'm absolutely sure she didn't. But you know, there's a real good chance that the two of them will meet again. It's a real good chance that the two of them will meet again. So that in itself is worth you watching just to see what might happen. Because if they mess around there and meet again, I don't think there's enough numbers in there to rate how many views and TVs or be watching.
Congratulations to Caitlin Clark from Iowa. Man, fantastic shooting guard. And one of the reasons that it seems as if the women's basketball teams and programs are outgrowing the men is because of returning stars that people know, and they get a chance to follow them before they become one and done and go to the NBA. But the success of Caitlin Clark has brought attention to some of the outstanding female scorers that we've had over time, as she passed Kelsey Plum's record for the NCAA women's all-time scoring record. A minister at Pearl Moore's church addressed the national attention Clark had received. According to Pearl, he told the congregation, "We know Caitlin Clark has broke Kelsey Plum's record, but we all know in this church who the leading scorer is, and that's you, Pearl Moore." Pearl Moore could flat shoot the basketball, and people I know who've seen her play say she was something to see. She was able to knock those shots down pretty much from everywhere. Had the ability to create a three-point play. She'd be alone under the basket, and she would wait for the defense to come so she'd be able to bump them and try to get to the line and make a three-point play the old school way by and one. She started to play in South Carolina, where she shot rubber basketballs through tire rims that were nailed on trees by peach baskets. She had 11 brothers and sisters, and they played all the time. It was in those situations that she was able to develop her shooting prowess and dribbling moves to score around much bigger boys. It's also where she developed her competitive edge, because during that time, and a lot of trash talk gets told on that basketball court. And when you're a real good competitive or a competitor period, you didn't like it, and you responded to it. And a lot of times you had to talk that back to them. Yes, you did. Being an old basketball coach, I've seen it. And that fire, you light up under people, that competitive juices come out. A lot of times we try to make sure that we take that same competitive edge and turn it around and make them that competitive in life and in situations. She went out for basketball, but she really didn't want to play. She didn't go out the first time her high school team had tryouts. She just didn't want to be bothered, and the high school coach saw her shooting in the gym and held another tryout just so that she could come out there and that she would be able to compete. They were able to get her at a junior college after she finished playing because her scoring prowess increased as a freshman, sophomore, and junior. A lot of her scoring records as she played for Francis Marion, part of the NCAA Division II now, it was mainly under the AIAW, which lasted until 1982. The AIAW was the governing body for women's basketball and women's sports because the NCAA didn't want to have anything to do with it. We talk about it all the time when we talk about Title IX and how women's sports, a lot of times what we did in the AIAW, they tried not to count. And in this instance, I'm glad that they've gone back and recognized the prowess of Pearl Moore and all of the things that she's done, as she is the leading scorer in basketball history. Congratulations to Caitlin Clark for her outstanding success. And congratulations to people who now go back and try to make sure that they recognize that Pearl Moore's scoring has not been reached, as she has scored the most points in basketball history. Are you curious about how many points Pearl Moore, 5'7", has scored? A staggering 4,061 points. Still stands as overall record in women's hoop and is unlikely to fall this year, even if Caitlin Clark comes back makes a deep run in the tournament. Pearl Moore, 66 now, lives in our hometown in Florence, about a 90-minute drive from Columbia, which is the home of the top-ranked Dawn Staley, South Carolina basketball team. She's been following that run, but I'm glad that she's able to receive the accolades which she deserves. Congratulations to Pearl Moore, the quiet leading scorer of women's basketball. We appreciate you for all that you've done and how you've inspired so many women to play the game. And for this, Pearl Moore is an Insights legend.
Pearl Moore, Francis Marion. And that was even before the three-point line. Before the three-point line. And see, one of the things that we take away in our history is that we don't give credit to the AIAW days. It's almost if you didn't play in the NCAA, it didn't count. Well, the NCAA didn't want to have anything to do with women. It's almost like slavery days and you have an invention, but you don't get credit for it because you live on the master's plantation. So they don't give you credit for it. He gets the credit for it, even though you invented it. And unfortunately, a lot of times some of our institutions don't count it themselves. But you have South Carolina State, Jackson State, who embellish all of their records, all of the success of their women programs and the things that they've done, because they want you to know that it didn't start today, that they've been good for a long time. So I give them my respect for that. Rick, I hate that I don't have you on where we can hear you. We'll work on it so we can get it straight and work through it. I miss my two co-hosts. I miss Rick and Jeremiah in training. So I miss both of you to help us do this and to get it going. But we put some time in to be able to prepare some special things for y'all in this basketball season. And it is exactly what it is. You know, we try to carry that on and do some things. So we appreciate y'all. No doubt about it.
Time is running out on a great opportunity to secure premium content on our Insights Roku channel and Insights mobile app. Get your free download to get your Insights premium content free, forever. Hurry.
You're his father, correct? Or is it that I am? Okay. That I am. His mama couldn't show up, and I'm off work, so what's going on? 1 second. Cheryl, the student I just called you about, could you get him down here, please? Thank you. So he's been very disrespectful, like talking out, just not saying things. Doing what? Just disrespectful to the teachers. We can't have it. No, that's not possible, because he already know I don't play about that. Yeah, well, that's what's been going on. That's the situation. That's the situation. Dang, I thought Mama was showing up. Surprise. I thought you was at work. Well, hold on, this is what I'm gonna ask you this one time. This gentleman has just expressed to me that you been talking in class, disrupting. No, where'd that come from? No, see, they be lying on me. Like, they don't even be telling. They be just picking on me. Don't say nothing else. I know you lying. Stand right here. I'm getting ready to go. I ain't got time. Listen, I don't want this to get blown out of proportion. So what's moving forward? What is it that we gonna do? Well, I wasn't expecting that response. Honestly, what we doing moving forward? Get up.
Boy, everybody's been asking me about that. They wanted to see it again. They said they enjoy a dad who is a dad. Knocked him out. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you know we got the basketball coming. We can't wait to be able to bring some of it to you. By the time we come on Wednesday, the brackets will be set. People will be trying to figure out who's who. And I'm very elated to see the women's sport growing like it is. But I promise you, I've seen way more women's games than men's games. It's just something about it. You know, and Sports Diva said once the NCAA figured out how to make money on women's basketball, they claimed it. That is true. Once they found out they could produce money, they wanted to be a part of it. And Rick said to tell you that he'll be back stronger next week. And he did mean what he said about it being a conspiracy. He meant that he wouldn't play about that. But we appreciate you, Kappa brother. We're going to do what we have to do. And for those people talking about getting Jeremiah in that black and gold, that ain't going to happen. That is a negative. We appreciate all of you for all that you do and your support on the Mick and Rick Show.
Stay up to date with the latest from Insights. Visit our website at insights.com. 2 I's in the middle, INSiiGHTS.
Insights is a copyright of Mac4 Enterprises, a Florida corporation. This broadcast is produced under the exclusive ownership of Mac4 Enterprises and is the intellectual property and trademark of Mac4 Enterprises. Comments of the host and other individual speakers on Insights represent their independent thoughts and representation.
Good night, all. We appreciate all of you. As always, basketball season is the peak coming now. And for those baseball fans, spring training is here. It's not long before it gets started. We appreciate